Here we go! Fight!
Well, I mean, at this point, Luke, I guess it's official, right? I mean, it's not official, but it is official, right? You're fighting for the title.
Official. Now we just need a fight date. You know, I got my fingers crossed for Madison Square Garden. I heard we got a vote next week, and so you know, I'm just hoping for the best.
What was the waiting game like? Because I mean, all of us were following along, trying to figure out what was going to happen. What was that like during that time?
It was a little nerve-wracking. I just had to stay positive and confident I was going to get it. Staying in Dana's ear and Lorenzo texting him, letting him know, like, state my case, just let him know how hungry I am. I believed it was going to be mine. I really did. I know just to tell him, you know, look, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna put on a fight and let him know, you know, where I stand and what I want, and I'm gonna put on a show. So I think that's what they really want to hear. And obviously, there's a lot of issues they're trying to work out to make the big fights happen in the right areas. So you know, I'm hoping they can pull it off. You know, I think that's what the key in this whole waiting game is obviously the date and location.
I guess the great thing, Madison Square Garden, that's a fantastic location, date. The bad thing is it's a long wait. I mean, was there any part of you that thought, man, maybe we should do this thing a little sooner so we can get this fight going?
Yeah, definitely. That was definitely a thought, but I understand it's a risk too. Obviously, to risk that stage, and I know that we're a great matchup to go in there and to start it off, kick it off. You know, I'm Cali versus New York, East Coast, West Coast, two All-American guys. It's a great way to kick off New York. So you know, I see that, and you know, great things are worth waiting for. And you know, as much as I want to get in there early, so I don't know. Let's do an Ultimate Fighter. I think keep me busy, keep me distracted, and then we could then you can get the whole public. New York versus California, and then you'll have the whole undercard. Ultimate Fighter. We got time. Let's push it. Let's do this. Let's get it on.
Not a bad idea at all. I like that, actually. I'm curious on your thoughts on Chris Weidman. Michael Bisping actually came out this week and said he thinks a lot of Chris's success has been circumstantial. You know, there were asterisks next to the Anderson Silva victories, Machida, Vitor Belfort. What do you think? I mean, is Chris the real deal, or do you think he's gotten some good fortune along the way?
I mean, you can look at it like that, but you know, Chris is the best fighter out there right now, other than myself. And you know, I think he's proved himself as the guy. I mean, he went out there and dominated Anderson both times before either incident happened. I mean, he almost knocked him out in the second fight. Machida, he proved himself. I know how tough Machida is, and Vitor, yeah, I expected that. I mean, but you know, that didn't prove anything to me. I already knew who he was before that. I know he's a very tough guy. He's the champ, but he's gonna face a different beast when, you know, come our fight.
I know that you're a guy that likes to enjoy your time outside of the cage, surf a little bit, you know, have a good time, travel. Can you do that in this interim while you're waiting, or do you feel like with a title shot on the line, you got to do things differently in the meantime?
I definitely think about what I'm doing, but I got to stick to my guns, and I got to enjoy myself a little bit on the outside. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And you know, I'm taking care of my body. I'm realizing, you know, I'm getting older, and I'm not getting out of shape these days. I'm really trying to take care of my body in every way I can outside, so without burning myself out and training too hard, finding other ways to stay motivated and to stay in shape. So I enjoy myself a little bit. I've been eating good out here in Mexico, but you know, I definitely incorporating a couple salads here and there.
But when this fight does come together, whether it be Madison Square Garden or somewhere else, what do you think we're going to see? Are we going to see you go in and dominate, prove yourself as the #1 fighter in the world? You think we're going to see you know, a battle and the start of an epic trilogy maybe between you guys, or you know, what are you envisioning in your mind?
I don't believe this is the first. I don't believe this is the last time that me and Chris will fight. I think we're the next level above everybody else in the division. I think we're gonna probably have multiple fights. I just don't see what Chris brings to the table that I don't bring better. You know, other than his wrestling, I'll give him an edge in the wrestling. If he takes me down, he's going to find himself in more trouble than he is on the feet. You know, I think I'm more technical. I have more weapons on the feet. I think I hit harder. I think I'm faster. I got more finesse. I got a lot of avenues he's going to have a tough time with. Chris is a tough dude. I know he's going to hang in there with me. I think he's going to bring the best out of me. People want to question me and like say Chris's will is going to overcome me. You don't know me. You haven't seen my fights in Strikeforce. You haven't seen who I am, and you know, I think Chris is going to bring that out of me. I'm excited for this fight. It's going to be a war, I believe I'm going to come out on top. I believe I'm going to finish him. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm excited to go out there and perform and show the world.